Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be about IMATS. IMATS was in Sydney today and it's on again tomorrow. I won't go back tomorrow. I've got everything that I wanted to get and I had a look at everything that I wanted to look at. Some stalls that I was expecting to be there weren't there. Others didn't have a lot of stock, so by the time I got there, which was only about half an hour, 40 minutes after it opened, a lot of the stock was already gone, which is a little bit disappointing. But overall I was, content with what was there, but I definitely wouldn't go back for 2 days. I don't know what it's like overseas, but it wasn't massive, it wasn't huge in Sydney. But there was enough there to keep me interested for a couple of hours, but I was only there for about 3 hours. So if you guys saw me, hi! If you didn't, I hope you enjoyed it there, and I hope you got everything that you wanted to get, or at least had to play around with a few things. This video is going to be a haul video from IMATS. I did buy a few things. I got a few things that I wasn't expecting to find at IMATS, but I was thinking about purchasing online, so I'm glad I was able to test them out, see what they look like in person, and make sure that I actually wanted them. There's also a few things that I'm going to be showing that I purchased during the week, so just a random haul for the last couple of weeks. The first product that I purchased was from Yaby. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'll have to look it up and make sure. But it's their Dramatically Neutral palette. The store that I bought it from didn't have a lot of stock, and this was actually the last one left, so if you miss out on getting this palette, I'm really sorry, but I really wanted it and I grabbed it. So that's the palette there. That's the Yaby Dramatically Neutral palette. There are a lot of colours in there that I would normally wear, so you've got your deep blues, your teals, browns, golds, smoky eye colours, and I really liked them. I was eyeing off their Best of Both Worlds palette, but there was something else that I bought later in the day that I saw before I saw the Yaby palettes that made me think, oh, I probably don't need it, because I don't wear brights a lot. If I find that I'm going to be using it a lot more, then I might get the Best of Both Worlds, but I decided against it. At the same stand, I bought 4 of the Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics lip tars. The first is in Memento, which is that colour there. It's not showing up very well. Grandma, which is a kind of apricot-y pink. Hush, which is a more nude pink. And Divine, which is a pinky pink. And that's all I bought from that stand. The next purchase is just some empty stackable jars. And these are also really good if you've got sensitive skin and you're trying to find a foundation. You can always ask the assistant to put enough in there that'll last you a couple of days. That way you can take it home, try it out, make sure that it doesn't have a reaction with your skin, your skin doesn't react to it, and make sure that it suits you. I've got sensitive skin, so in the past I have done that, and ask them first, but more often than not they are happy for you to do that. And you can always go back and buy the full size if it works for you, and if it doesn't, you haven't wasted $30 or $40 or $50 on a full size foundation. The next purchase that I made was the 88 Shimmer palette, which I'm sure all of you have seen by now, but I hadn't had any of the 88 palettes before today, so I was quite excited to get it. The next one is the 88 Neutral palette, which my mum also got one of these too. The next palette that I picked up And these were all at the Crown brush stand, in case you were wondering. It's the 78 palette. So it's got some blush colours down the bottom as well. And the last one is the standard 88 palette. So not the shimmer palette like the one before, this is just the standard. The reason I got these is because I want to start doing some tutorials, but I know it's difficult because a lot of the makeup brands that I have are Australian brands that can't be found overseas, so I want to mix it up. Some of my tutorials are going to be Australian only brands, and others will be brands I know are easily accessible for a lot of people, just to get that balance, so nobody misses out. That's all the makeup that I brought from IMATS. The rest were brushes from Crown brushes. Actually, there was one more thing. Smashbox lip colour palette. But yeah, and then there was the brushes. So there are quite a few brushes. Sorry about the plastic bag. There are quite a few brushes. I'll go through them individually. Yes, there's, you know, some of them. But yeah, I'll go through that in more detail in another video because, yeah, it's too much to go through. It's really difficult to find good quality, reasonably priced brushes in Australia. So when I saw these, I picked up quite a few. But my mum also got some too, so I like brushes. Anyway, moving on. The other things that I wanted to show you were some things that I found earlier in the week. I got a little bit excited when I found out that not so far away from me is a NYX stockist. They don't have a lot, but they do have the trio eyeshadows, and I got excited when I saw these because I heard a lot about the NYX eyeshadows, but I've never been able to find them anywhere, which is quite hard in Australia, at least where I live anyway. So I bought, I think these are meant to be the testers, but they were selling them. So I could buy one trio for $8, or what is this, 15 trios for $35. So that's them there. And another one. And another one. So that's trio number 1 through number 45. So that's all the colours. What I wanted to get from IMATS was a store that was selling the Z palettes, the flippy uppy magnetic palettes, but by the time I got there, again half an hour later, they're all sold out. The black ones, the pink ones, the zebra ones were gone, but the black ones, they were gone. They had the small ones, but not too much stuff, so I need the big ones. I bought the NYX colours before I bought the 88 palettes, so I may just get rid of some of the NYX eyeshadows, give them away to family, they'll use them, I'm sure. That way they're not going to waste. But there was one more purchase that I wanted to share with you guys. It's an Australian brand. It's the Australis Cream Colour for Cheeks and Lips, and that's in Flirtatious Pink, Chocolate Truffle, and Dusky Rose. My favourite of the three is definitely Flirtatious Pink, which is that one again. As you can see, I've been using it. It's a little bit difficult to blend as a cheek colour, but I've been using it predominantly on my lips, which comes across, on me at least, as an almost nude pink, but I think it works really well with my skin tone and looks really nice on its own or with gloss over the top. But that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped, or it was interesting at least. But yeah, I will be going through the brushes specifically. I don't know the names of them all, so I'm just going to show them to you. You guys can figure that out, I'm sure. I'll soon be doing some tutorials, so if you have any requests, let me know. Any particular looks or colours that you want me to go through, any particular brand that you want me to use, whether or not you want me to do an all Yabi or Yabi. I'll need to look up how to pronounce it first, but all of those, all of the 88 palette colours, purely NYX colours, or brands that are easily accessible in Australia as well. Let me know what you guys want, and I'll see how I go with doing a couple of them. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a fantastic weekend. For those of you that did get to IMATS today, I hope you got what you wanted, and I hope it was interesting and you enjoyed it as well. I'll see you guys later. Bye.